Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is May 1st, and right now we're looking at the satellite imagery. Here's the state of California. Look to Lake Tulare out there. It's going. It's going to keep filling up here as we continue to melt this snowpack across the Sierra Nevada. Check out this southeasterly and southerly flow across some of the higher terrain and the northwesterly flow down the coastline. This is going to eventually set up a trough here over the state of California. Pretty chilly in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Going to bring some showery weather, some upper elevation snowfall, some precipitation, even a thunderstorm threat across the region. Some gusty winds can be expected at times during this week here. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as well coming up here. This is National Heat Stroke Day, and you can see that a lot of this does happen at home. A lot of those children get locked in those hot cars, especially in the warmer climates such as California, Arizona, Nevada, etc. out there. So just a heads up for that. That was put out by a National Weather Service page this morning. This is projected precipitation amounts through this afternoon on in through Tuesday. Hanford National Weather Service. Check out some of the higher terrain. Mammoth Lake's 2 to 3, Shaver Lake 4 to 6, and some precipitation can be expected with the system as we go through tomorrow night. This is unsettled weather returning this week here. Sacramento, California National Weather Service. Here's Monday, Tuesday. Look at the snow levels down pretty low, 4,500 feet. Not bad for early May here. Then you can see Wednesday, Friday, 55 to 6,500 feet. Go on then through Saturday and Sunday. Snow levels rising there, but you can see kind of this unsettled weather continuing all the way in towards next weekend. This is looking up towards 5,000 feet, 850 millibars. You can see the abnormally cold temperatures we're going to be dealing with at 5,000 feet as this trough just settles down across the state of California, and it's not in any hurry to get out of here. And you can see the cooler than normal conditions exist all the way in through the weekend coming up here. Keep going out. Now we're into Monday morning, and things finally start to level off a bit here as we get in towards next week. But we're looking way off into the future at this point. But the takeaway from this is that we're going to be dealing with these below normal temperatures as we go on in through the upcoming weekend as well. So heads up for that. This is looking at surface-based Cape, the NAM3 cam, a high-resolution model. You see that trough dropping down. You can see the spin in the atmosphere here. We are going to destabilize, especially on the day Tuesday. Can't rule out some thunderstorm activity across the area. Not expecting anything severe at this time. But you can see the turning in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and some destabilization will occur maybe on in through Wednesday afternoon as well. This is looking at day one thunderstorm threat, kind of includes some of the central and northern Sierra. The severe threat actually across portions of Nevada up into eastern Oregon today as well. This is for tomorrow as that upper level low starts to march down the coastline here. You can see that the thunderstorm threat has been introduced to areas central and northern California. This is precipitation expected here in the next 5 days, 120 hours. And you can see the higher terrain is going to be favored here, but some of the coastal areas could pick up over half an inch of rain all the way down through Southern California. Look at that down towards San Diego even as well, up over a third of an inch of rain possible down there. This is looking at the NAM3KM. I just wanted to kind of show you here 6-hour precipitation and type. There goes that upper level low spinning. You can see some of that mountain snow occurring here as this thing just is not in any hurry to get out of the area. It's going to bring several rounds of showers here across the region. This would be Wednesday afternoon as you can see that trough and that low moving down the coastline here. This is looking up towards 10,000 feet, and this is a good visual diagram of what's going on here. And you can see it just like a buzzsaw, like a bowling ball setting up right off the coast of California here. Wednesday afternoon shown here. And we go on into Thursday afternoon. You see the trough still hanging out. And then we've got another one headed towards Pacific Northwest. And we'll have to watch that over the next few days to see what kind of impacts that's going to have on the state of California as we go on in through the weekend and into early next week. This is looking at total snow. This is this morning's European run. This is hot off the press as it is running right now. So I'm going to update that and get the most recent information here. And we'll just go ahead and let this scroll out. But you can see over the next couple of days, some snow expected across some of the Sierra Nevada up through Northern California, maybe even a little bit down here across Southern California, as you'll see as we scroll on in through Thursday afternoon shown there. So, yeah, you could get up over towards a foot total here across some of the Sierra Nevada here coming up towards the end of this week. This is looking at Las Vegas, and you can see that trough suppressing temperatures here before a potential bounce back as we go through next week. We'll monitor that as it comes. Here goes Palm Springs, some nice comfortable temperatures here compared to the hundreds they were getting here a few days ago, and then potentially bouncing back next week. Here's Sacramento, similar thing here as we potentially bounce back on it through next week. Here we go, snow water content here April 28th. They have not updated this in a while here. I'll try to update that again. We're still stuck there, but you can still see we're at record territory here across the southern southern Sierra Nevada, and this trough is really going to slow down some of the melting here. But you can see the melt is going to be inevitable here, and the further we hold it off, it doesn't matter too much because the melt will eventually come here. We just hope that we don't melt it too much all at once here as we start to go through the extended, maybe a big heat wave. You don't even need much precipitation to fall to really cause some extreme flooding with this snow melt occurring. You see the northern is actually starting to get, the 82, 83 winter is probably fairly well ahead of where we were at this point, but you can see central and southern very close, and the southern still in record territory. This is 6 to 10 day probability outlook here. This goes through May 10th. You'd see the big bullseye here across the state of California. This goes through May 10th here, kind of that above average signal here for precipitation. And this is summertime here across the west coast. You can see the above average signal does exist July, August, September here. This was issued April 20th. Take it with a grain of salt here, but just kind of what we're showing as of now. So anyway, yeah, big cold upper level trough. We're going to slow down that melting across some of the Sierra Nevada, but at this point, it's really just kicking the can down the road because eventually we're going to warm up here and we're really going to start to melt that snowpack pretty rapidly here. As you know, Lake Tulare out there is just, you can see it on the satellite imagery, and that's not going away anytime soon. So hopefully we can avoid the worst of the flooding. But watch out. You might get a thunderstorm or two as we go through tomorrow and on in through Wednesday, and some rainfall, some snow for the higher terrain. Active early May here for California, the entire state really. So we'll continue to watch this day by day. We'll see what's coming up in the future. We'll try to see if we got any heat waves that start to show up in the model runs as we go as well. Hope you guys are liking the channel. Click like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.